Hey everybody, Mr. Mark here for another edition of Mr. Mark's Mailbag. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is April 1st, so I was going to come up with something clever like an April Fool's Day. And what I was thinking was I was going to tell everybody out there that I'm going on this massive nationwide tour and going to visit all 26,000 of the schools that we're in and come and visit you. And it was going to be an April Fool's joke because there's no way I'm able to do that. And Director Denny said, don't do that. You can get all the kids' hopes up and then I'm crashing down and it's not good. So I didn't do it. But I want to let you know where my mind was going. I think Mr. Lazy got a hold of me for a second. I said, do that. That's really mischievous. But I chose not to. But we have another great show for you. Wonderful questions. Thanks, everybody, for sending in your questions. And thank you for watching each and every week. All right, let's get right to it. No time to waste. I know what we're all about. We're always in mega mode, correct? Okay, this one is from Joey, who's in the 5th grade from the great state of California, where Mrs. Mark is from. And he has a picture there of something. I don't quite know what that picture is. Dear Mr. Mark, do you play Fortnite? My friends and I play Fortnite. My parents make me play outside first before I can play Fortnite, I guess. Do you like video games? That's what that says, Fortnite. That's him playing Fortnite. And I guess the other one is him playing outside. But okay. So I have never really been a video game fan. I have nothing against them. I think they're really creative and super cool. No doubt about it. I just recently learned about Fortnite because I don't play video games. And when I think Director Denny can back me up on this, we were visiting some school and the kids were asking me about Fortnite. And I was like, a deer in headlights, huh? No, I actually have heard of it. But no, I don't play Fortnite. And I am thrilled that your parents make you go outside and play first. Now, listen, here's my thing. I get asked about video games an awful lot, and I know all you guys love them, and that's the generation right now, or even back a little bit. It's great. Have fun. Play your video games. But what Joey's parents what they're doing is they're saying, listen, let's have a balance, right? And life's all about balances. Yes, you can have a little junk food, but make sure you're eating healthy. Sure, you can sit there and play video games for X amount of hours, but make sure you're outside moving your body as well and getting your exercise, and that's what Joey's parents is having him do. So that's kind of my take on video games. Super creative, lots of fun. I'm sure I personally never got into it. However, have the balance. Good question, Joey. Thanks for bringing it up. That was very important because I do get asked that a lot. I'm glad you brought it up. Okay, next up is Michael in the 1st grade from the great state of Kentucky. I gotta ask Director Denny on this. I don't think we've had a question come in from the great state of Kentucky yet, but here's one. Dear Mr. Mark, I go to school in Kentucky. Yes, you do. Great state. Have you been to Kentucky? Yes, I have. I've been to Kentucky several times. Not for an extended period of time, but I have been there a bunch of times. Great place. Where did you grow up? Well, not in Kentucky. No, I grew up in the great state of Florida. So first down south in Fort Lauderdale till I was about 13 years old. And then the whole family moved up to Orlando, which is Central Florida, right by Disney World. And that's where I've lived ever since, in that surrounding area. Brief stint somewhere up north for a little while, but mostly here in Florida. And I love the Sunshine State, but you have a great state too. Lots of wonderful ways to get outside and do activities in the great state of Kentucky, just like it is in my home state, Florida. Okay, next up, we are moving right along, aren't we, my good friends? Whoa, now this is a really cool picture. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Very cool. Let's see. There's the question on the back. Hello, Mr. Mark. Hello, Mr. Mark. Didn't even realize it wasn't here, Mr. Mark. I live in Colorado. Okay, so there we go. Mountains, green, rolling hills. I've been to Colorado several times. Actually climbed 2 mountains Mount Harvard and Mount Columbia in the great state of Colorado. I live in Colorado and love to go on hiking. Okay, so you love to hike with my family and dog. So that's what that was. I was wondering what that was. That must be the dog. That's a little dog. I like to collect rocks when we are hiking. By the way, the whole monitor move just in, that's because it's kind of bring your pet to work day. And since I have my door shut, I actually have 2 cats running around in here. And they just jumped down and made the whole thing move. That's funny. I like to collect rocks when we are hiking. Do you collect anything? You know, that's really cool that you collect rocks. I often thought when I was climbing some of these mountains and going on some of these different adventures, should I be bringing something back? And I never really did, but it's great that you collect rocks. It's even better that you're out hiking and experiencing the environment of Colorado. And it's a lot of fun going on hikes just like that. I have never collected anything like that, like a rock. I did collect baseball cards when I was a kid. Baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards. That was kind of my thing. I think the reason being is my older brother did it as well, so I kind of followed suit. But I've always collected, back then I used to collect those. So that's what I did. And you know what's interesting is that in one thing that you can collect in one of our adventures, I'm trying to think which, Abominable Ascent, but also we mentioned it in a lot of other adventures. I think we mentioned it in Super Volcano too, maybe, but definitely Abominable Ascent. About collecting, we're collecting trash. Remember, Mr. Lazy would drop candy bar wrappers everywhere on the ground, and we would pick them up. So here is this is from Kelly, who's in the 2nd grade. No, Kathy in the 2nd grade in Colorado with this question. But when you're out hiking, whether you're in the mountains on a trail, or maybe just going down a trail in your neighborhood, or going along the sidewalk, you gotta look out for trash. And if you can, pick it up. Throw it in a trash can. If it's not too nasty, put it in your pocket and throw it away later, just like we do on Adventure to Fitness. It's really important, A, that you're outside, getting healthy and exercising and enjoying the environment. But B, just as important is that you're protecting the environment by picking up trash where other people, for whatever reason, litter. And that's something, there's kind of my tip for you. When you're outside, look around for trash and pick it up. Excellent questions, everybody. Some really good ones that we haven't really been asked before. And this is why we're doing the show, because of these important questions that bring up important topics that we get a chance to share with everybody out there. So thank you very much. You can send the questions to the address on your screen. You see it right there? Right there? You see it? Excellent. So keep on sending your questions in there, and we will get them, read them, and then put some of them on the air like we do each and every week here on Mr. Marc's Mailbag. Hey, everybody. Have a great first week of April, and we will talk to you next week right here on Mr. Marc's Mailbag. As always, keep it moving.